you want to talk about pissed off. Off Work Sports, Rockets, Warriors, Game 7. You want to talk about a game that was probably one of the most frustrating games to watch when a team was so successful in the first half. That team was the Houston Rockets. Once again, an explosion in the first half. This time, they kept up their whims, right? They didn't fall apart completely at the end of the first half. Durant was on. I would say that Curry was a little bit, he was getting there. Clay, story of the day, foul trouble. Foul trouble. Good job by Harden by getting the man in foul trouble. Okay? You know, that was a great move by, Harden. Great move by Harden, attacking Clay, getting him in foul trouble. That was truly the story of the game and gave them the advantage. Kind of like the hockey when somebody checks somebody, somebody's out of the game. He was kind of out of the game because of the foul trouble. But what happens when a team doesn't rely on team? Well, let me stop there. What happens to a team when the shots are not falling? That's the other story. In spots, it was Harden over dribbling, taking hard shots, looking for foul, looking for the refs to bail him out. At times, that was the case. But most of the time, it was Ariza not showing up. Okay? Trevor Ariza not showing up for the game. All right? Gerald Green, great shooter, didn't shoot enough. Didn't shoot enough. He had the defense responsibility. Clint Capella had a great game. He had defensive responsibility for our buddy here, Mr. Durant. And Eric Gordon, again, great game. Eric Gordon typifies what should happen if your shot's not falling. If there was an X factor for the Rockets that truly was the focal point to why they were here. Everyone goes Harden, everyone goes Paul. It was Eric Gordon. It was Eric Gordon. Big shots, kept the team in the game. Okay, drove to the hole when he couldn't make a shot. That's the problem with Trevor Ariza. He doesn't have driving capability. His shot was, oh my God. I haven't even looked at the stats yet, but it was atrocious. And here goes once again. Third quarter comeback by the Golden State Warriors. Easier for me to say than do, understand. But this is the quarter. This is the quarter that you have to worry about, folks, right? The Warriors. GS, third quarter, is when they start to make big wins and start to pull away, okay? Cleveland Cavaliers need to focus on this. And my strategy, if I were the Cleveland Cavaliers, you're going to bring in more players. You're going to play a 10-man roster. And the other three guys, only job is to slow these bastards down in the third quarter, okay? Because these guys are awesome, all right? They've done their thing constantly. They do have the talent. I thought that Golden State had enough. Ryan Anderson and Joe Johnson came in the beginning and made some good runs for the Houston Rockets. I have no clue to why Joe Johnson was not playing more than 15, 20 minutes tonight. I have no clue. None. Okay? Ryan Anderson. That is something different as well. Ryan Anderson did not show up. He was off. He was in the moment. He wasn't ready. He was cold. They should have played him a lot more games earlier. They did not. And he buckled, okay? He failed them for what he needed to do in the small percentage of change that he would affect to the game. He did not impact, all right? PJ Tucker was, PJ Tucker, he was all right? Golden State side, everything falls in the arms of Mr. Curry, Mr. Durant. Durant came back tonight, okay? Durant was on tonight, made the big shots when they needed it. Somebody will show up out of the big three. So you know, Curry then started to light it up once again. End of third, fourth quarter. It's his time now. But look at Gordon. Look at Gordon once again to the hole, making plays. All you gotta do is hit the shots, and they weren't hitting the shots. Let's go into the percentages and understand really what happened with the numbers. I want to start with the losing side. Let's get to the Houston Rockets. It's going to be a little bit longer video than expected. PJ Tucker. Okay, from the statistical point of view, looks great. 55% from the field, 40% from three. Clint Capella was amazing. 90% from the floor. You couldn't ask for more. Look at the free throw percentage, though. He could have helped the team there. 33% from the line. Now we go to Mr. Eric Gordon. All right. Eric Gordon, 9 for 22, 40%. Remember, the 40% mark is what I look for. And then was not hitting the three at all. 2 for 12, 16%. The other man, Mr. James Harden, 12 for 29. 29 shots taken tonight. Okay. 2 for 13 from three, 15%. You're not going to win with James Harden shooting like that. And let's go all the way to the top. Let's go to the reason why they lost. Let's be honest. Trevor Ariza, 0 for 12. 0 for 9 from three. I don't have to say anything more. Gerald Green, not a normal night for him. 1 for 7, 14%, and then 1 for 4. Shots were not falling. Shots were not falling for this team, and it is what it is. Joe Johnson had a few spurting moments, but he did not score. So, I hate to say this, it is what it is. Shots were not falling is the story of the game. Golden State on the other side just did enough to start to pull away. It was a closer game than it looks. During the end of the fourth quarter, Durant 50% from the field goal range, 45% from three. Again, the stories and the numbers. Mr. Draymond Green, same old, same old. Gotta give the guy credit. He's a living double-double. Kevin Looney, I don't know why JaVale McGee is not playing, but God help me. Stephon Curry, again, 45%, 46 from three. And then Clay was also 61%, very efficient player, 42% from three. He is the X factor. Their bench, Sean Livingston, 66%. Again, this is efficiency here. This is pure efficiency. Nick Young, 100%, made all of his shots. You know, so you're saying it's not a lot. Efficiency. How efficient are you? No, don't look at the game. Look at the stats. It tells a great story. Sometimes I'm gonna contradict myself. I mean, look at the player, but look, the stats also really tell you the story. Turnover wise, not that bad. Going to the block there, TOV. 2, 5, 7, 14, 16 turnovers. If I bet you I go back to Houston, and James Harden should have 5 or 6 as usual. Nah, 5. 5 for Harden, right? And then not that bad. Usually Harden's 8 and 9, all right, over dribbling. Negative 13 percentage on the floor when he's dribbling around. So obviously they need a backup point guard. That's the truth. Okay. Next thing they need to trade out Trevor Ariza. They also need to trade out PJ Tucker. I would say he's not efficient enough for the power forward position. He can come off the bench. They need to get a true power forward. They had one in Brandon Wright. They didn't play him. Don't understand why. They had players. Ryan Anderson, if they would have got him in the mood or run, I think he would have done better. In all, Golden State versus Cavs for the championship. Disappointing for the Houston Rockets because they did so well in the first half. Harden over dribbling. Chris Paul hopefully will be back next year. He'll have to get paid, and then I don't know what happens to this team. So the core is there. It's Harden, it's Curry. Gerald Green is probably going to stay. Joe Johnson probably going to stay. Clint Capella is really somebody you need to keep on there. And then maybe get Nerlens Noel or somebody like that to back him up. And then go from there. Get some draft picks, people that want to run. They'll have a chance for next year. But Mike D'Antoni has to be pissed off. This was his chance. They had it, and they missed it. Peace.